What do you want to be when you grow up? It's a question Toledo Public Schools leaders start asking students in grade school, and by the time they get to high school, they can already be on that path. Check out what students are learning through Start High School's fashion marketing program.
Welcome to Fashion Marketing.
Junior year, they learned fashion design, textiles, knowing how to illustrate, which we have showcased in our school. Then in addition, this year, they're learning about buying, promotion, advertising, buying, merchandising, as well as retail fundamentals.
I knew that CTE classes would help me with college, just like a pre-game start. So that's why I joined. I initially picked fashion marketing because it's more than just learning about the fashion of the class, it's marketing. You can market a lot of things like your business that doesn't just have to be clothes, maybe selling things, doing lashes, hair, things that I like to do, such as that.
I had learned a lot about the business part and the marketing of fashion and like making your own, like designing your own clothes and everything.
And they will also get credit for having a job. So they get 2 credits for having a job and 2 credits as well for the classroom. They also, the state has given them an opportunity to partner with the National Retail Foundation nationally, and they take tests. And they take a test in retail fundamentals and customer service skills, and they get 6 credits for each class, and they get a certificate, almost like an associate degree. So they can use that for a job interview.
I'm hoping to do more fashion design, make my own clothes and sell them, or have like my own business.
Yeah, and you want to be a surgeon?
Yes. And if not surgeon, I would definitely go into some type of fashion illustrator, you know, blueprints of silhouettes for dresses, outfits, yes.
So what do you hope for your students when they graduate, you know?
That they develop professional skills, know how to talk in an interview, and get that job.
And Robinetta West starts fashion marketing programs. Teacher is here with me this afternoon. Good to see you again.
You too.
Yeah, so in between the time I visited the school and now, you all had a big dress sale.
Yes,
at
we
the
had.
school.
Yes, we did. We did very well.
Good.
And our reach went as far as like Findlay, Northview, Toledo School of the Arts, the ProMedica new TPS school.
Oh, wow. So, you know, the students were learning a whole lot of skills, how to operate and run a store, essentially.
Yes.
And
we
they're
did
doing
really
well,
good.
huh?
Yes, we did very, very well.
And you're raising some funds for some programming that the students get to do later
Yes,
on,
we're
right?
going to go to Novi, Michigan to the Sewing Expo. We're planning in November to go to New York for about 3 or 4 days. And then in addition, in April, we'll go to Chicago to the, it's like a trade show, it's called.
Wow. So, and this is through a program too called DECA, which is a nationwide program, and you all have a little cohort here. And through this, the students get to learn all kinds of business skills.
They get an opportunity. In November, we do an in-school competition. So we bring in professionals as yourself, and they get a scenario, and they have to explain to you what it's all about. And then we give out prizes, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, or 4th. And then in January, we compete with DECA, with Northwest Ohio schools, and then if they do well at that, they go to nationals, which is in Orlando, Florida this year.
Well, the students, when I was there, they did say, they're like, we want to make it, you know, so they're already looking forward to this, and it sounds like they're going to work really hard.
I think they went to states last year, and they were short getting to nationals, so I think their idea this year is to definitely go to Orlando,
They're
Florida.
like, we need to go to Orlando. We need to go see Mickey Mouse and win this whole thing. So
Yes.
It's really great to see the students driven like this, isn't it?
Yes, it is. And then most of them, I would say half of my population, they do go to fashion school. They go to Kent State, they go to Bowling Green. I just had a student that's working on her master's at Eastern Michigan, and now she just flew to Seattle, Washington, and working on a program called TRIO.
Wow. So you get to see how successful they become, you know?
And that's exciting.
Yeah, and even the students who want to be surgeons, you know, they
Yes.
say, but I learned some really great skills here in
speaking
this program.
skills, communication skills, because they have to take that test for the state, and they do very well on it, and they'll get a certificate, and all they have to do in their interviews is say, well, I took this test, look, I got a certificate.
And that really sets them up, you know, for the future, because the last thing we want is for students to not really know what they want to do when they
Right.
graduate, and then they get into college and they maybe pick something that they don't like, and then they've spent all this time and money, so how does this really help set them up for their
And they
future?
do. I have one student, he's very good in fashion marketing, but he's still undecided in which school. So he said he was looking at the University of Toledo, he was looking at Bowling Green, or maybe a trade school. So we're suggesting maybe he needs to just go to Owens to take the academic classes out, and then by 2 years he should know what school. I know he's going to go to a fashion school, we just don't know which one
Which
yet.
one? So maybe get those under your belt first,
Exactly.
be close
And
to
learn
home,
what
save some
college
money.
life is like.
Yeah, so lots of great opportunities for the students, and as we mentioned earlier, you start asking those questions when they're young, and then by the time they get to high school, they have a pretty good idea.
Especially if you take a career tech class. And even if you're not sure what type of career, take a class with a little bit of interest, and then that might be the class, or transfer to another career tech class.
Yeah, because then you might get somewhere and go, you know what, this isn't quite it, but this might be. And then
Exactly.
and you've got all those different kinds of career tech opportunities there
Exactly.
with TPS. Now, speaking of the dress sale, though, you're still going to be selling dresses
Yes,
here.
we'll be selling dresses till October the 4th, but we sell dresses every day. So if anybody is interested in still purchasing something around Christmas time or before prom, just call the school and then set up an appointment, and then we'll open up the boutique shop.
But in the meantime, homecoming is coming up quick, so the students need their formal wear, don't they?
Right, yes, they do. And we also have gentlemen. We have suits, ties, and shirts for the young men.
So do you have the boutique for even between now and homecoming? Do you need to make an appointment to come in?
Yes, if you're interested, you need to make an appointment for after school. And we'll be open from 5 to 6. It just depends upon the parents.
So you can get a good deal on some
Yeah.
formal wear,
And
but also
everything
help
is
these-
$25.
Oh.
Even the young men's suits are $25, a jacket and a pair of pants.
Can't beat that. And you're supporting the students too. So
Yes.
visit start on that. Thank you so much for being here today.
You're welcome.
We
Thank
appreciate
you.
it.